अब बच्चे खुश और मम्मी भी। कारवां मिनी किड्स।
The Helpful Boy. One day, when Larry was on his way to school, he heard a cry for help. The cry was coming from a ditch. Larry decided to go there and check the source. When he reached the ditch, he saw a boy was stuck in it and was asking for help. Larry at once bent forward and took out his hand. The boy held on to it and was pulled out by Larry. They were then on their way to school. Larry's uniform had become dirty and he was late too. But he knew he now had a new friend who could be counted upon. Moral: we should always help others. The Honest Woodcutter. A woodcutter was once cutting wood next to a stream. Suddenly, his axe fell in the water and he started crying. He did not know what to do about it. After some time, a fairy came out of the water holding 3 axes. The axes were made of gold, silver, and bronze. The fairy asked the woodcutter which of them was his axe. The honest man replied, "None of them belongs to me. Mine was an iron axe." The fairy got impressed with his honesty. She gave the man his iron axe along with the 3 precious axes as a reward. Moral: the best policy is to be honest always. The ice cream seller's deal. Once upon a time, there was an ice cream seller who was very generous. He decided to give a big treat to all the kids. He announced, "Kids, come to my truck and have as many ice creams as you like for free. Come here and enjoy the free treat." All the kids came running to him. Among them was one boy who got greedy. He took 7 ice creams in his small hands. He could not manage to hold them, and all 7 fell on the ground at once. He could not even eat one ice cream because of his greed. Moral: being greedy is never a good thing.
The story of Kubera'S downfall. This is the story about Lord Kubera. Lord Kubera is famous for being the richest god in the universe. He had unmatchable wealth and loved boasting about it. He would always keep all the wealth to himself. One day, he was hosting a dinner. He invited all gods, including Shiva and Parvati. However, they could not attend it and sent Ganesha on behalf of them. Ganesha went to the dinner and did not like Kubera'S arrogance. He decided to teach Kubera a lesson. Ganesha started eating the dinner before other guests could start and finished almost all the food. But he was still hungry. He then started devouring all of Kubera'S wealth and gold. Yet he was still unsatisfied. He then ran behind Kubera to eat him. Kubera ran to Mount Kailash to save himself. There, Shiva understood the whole story and offered Ganesha a bowl of cereals. Ganesha ate it and was satisfied at once. Kubera then learned that wealth should be given back to the people too. Moral: greed and pride are not good for anyone. We should always be considerate to others too. The story of Shiva'S failed battle. Lord Shiva and Lord Ganesha have many stories together. However, this story goes beyond the relationship between father and son and teaches a very important lesson. When the elephant head was procured and Ganesha was brought back to life, his mother, goddess Parvati, had a wish. She wanted that her son, Ganesha, should be worshipped by everyone before beginning with any new task. Shiva heeded to the wish and made it a rule. Somehow, Shiva forgot about the rule after a few days. Once, there was a war between Shiva and the demons. Shiva was on his way to the battlefield with his army. In the rush, he forgot to worship Ganesha before commencing the journey. This made them face a lot of problems even before the war began. The wheel of the war carriage was damaged too. They had to halt. However, this damage seemed like a divine intervention. At that moment, Lord Shiva remembered that he had not worshipped Ganesha before starting this journey to battlefield. He immediately arranged for the puja and worshipped Ganesha. With the blessings of Ganesha, the war began and Shiva won. Moral: a rule is universal and applies to all, irrespective of who you are. The story of the missing conch. Lord Vishnu had a conch which he liked a lot. He never separated it from himself. One day, when he woke up, he realized that the conch was missing. He could not find it anywhere around him. Lord Vishnu got very irritated and started using all his powers to find the missing conch. While he was looking for it, he suddenly heard the sound of the conch from far. He followed the sound and realized that it was on Mount Kailash. He reached the place from where the sound was coming and saw that the conch was with none other than Lord Ganesha himself. Ganesha was busy playing with it and was blowing into the conch. Lord Vishnu knew there was no way he could get the conch back from Lord Ganesha. He sought Shiva's help for retrieving it. But Lord Shiva also gave up and said he could not help either. Then Lord Shiva suggested one idea to Lord Vishnu. He said that Lord Ganesha could be pleased by doing a puja for him. Lord Vishnu agreed immediately. Lord Vishnu arranged everything for the puja and performed it to please Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha saw the puja and got pleased with Lord Vishnu. He then returned the conch to Lord Vishnu. Moral: we should always be down to earth and humble like Lord Vishnu.